Oh my goodness, chat. The Lakers, listen. Oh man, this one hurts. This one hurts, but let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something right freaking now. The Lakers are going to win the 2025 NBA championship, ladies and gentlemen. The Lakers are going to win the 2025 NBA championship, ladies and gentlemen. Rob, I was not familiar with your game, Rob. Rob Pelinka just pulled off the trade that I didn't even think was possible. Again, he strikes again. I told you guys it was going to happen either tonight or tomorrow. My source told me it was tonight or tomorrow that the Lakers were going to pull off something. This is bigger than I thought. And it hurts, though. We lose Brandon. We lose Dalton Connect and Cam Reddish. I had a feeling Dalton would be involved in something. But the Lakers just got the starting center, not just for now, but for our basketball future. The Lakers just traded Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, and the 2031 unprotected first-round pick and 2030 pick swaps to Charlotte for center Mark Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Williams. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Listen. No, it's not an overpay. It's not an overpay. You guys know what Mark Williams is capable of? Mark Williams was the best. I'm sorry, Mark Williams is the best center that Charlotte had. If we thought it was impressive what the Phoenix Suns did, okay, if we thought that was impressive, guys, Mark Williams is averaging 15 points a game, shooting 58% from the field, 9 rebounds, and a steal. I mean, this dude, it sucks that his Dalton had to go, but we're here to win the championship now. We're here to win the championship now, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Williams is officially a Laker. We won the championship. We're here for the championship, guys. That's what it's all about. I love Dalton. He's for the future. The Lakers, with this move, just proved they wanted to win the championship right now. This is a championship now move, guys. He's only 23 years old. He fits the timeline with Austin, with what's his name? With Luka. Listen, we've had to sacrifice some of our young core. Sometimes it goes like that, but we have to prove it, man. He's not the AD replacement, but he's a damn good player. He's at least gonna fill one shoe. Damn good player, good defender, good rebound, good rebounder. He's 23. He's better than Turner, chat. He's 23. He's gonna be better than Turner. Like, he's legitimate, guys. Mark Williams he's the reason that the Charlotte Hornets had traded their other 7-footer. All right, a legit 7-foot guy we just acquired right now. All right, 2 games ago versus the Wizards, he had 23 points, 14 rebounds, and a block with 2 assists. All right, versus the Nuggets, he had 20 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. Come on, man. This is why we can't get attached to players. This is why we cannot get attached to players. It's not an overpay. It's not an over. You had to get it. You had to get a big man. Did you guys want to compete this year or not? Rob Pelinka just won the trade deadline by far. It's not close. Now we can compete for a title. We have everything we need, guys. Dalton was phenomenal, and I would have loved him for the future. But we don't know if he would have been able to perform in the playoffs. We don't know. He was a rookie. Mark Williams is better than any of the bigs we're talking about. I'll take Mark Williams right now over Walker Kessler. Better rebounder, better offensive threat. I'll take Mark Williams right now over what's his name? Miles Turner. Much better. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. Laker Nation. The Lakers want the championship this season. They want it now. We have Luka. We have LeBron. We have Austin Reeves. We keep Rui. We keep our defensive wings. Oh, by the way, we created an open roster slot. So now we're going to be prime buyers at the market, chat. We're going to be buyers at the buyout market. Come on, y'all. It's wraps. It's all the Lakers needed. We needed a big man. People, see, Laker fans, let's not be complainers. We wanted a big man. We got an elite big man in the making. He's only 23, chat. He is only 23. You guys know what I'm talking about? Do you guys watch basketball? This is who I'm talking about right here. Mark Williams. Yes, we lost Dalton Connect. We said screw the picks anyway, so that doesn't hurt. Dalton Connect hurts. I would have loved to keep him. Elite shooter, but elite shooters can be replaceable eventually. Not right away. It's hard to find elite shooters like Dalton, but this is a hell of a trade. Oh, my goodness. Guys. Oh, my goodness. He said both trades we've made even each other out, Dan. Not really. I don't think we overpaid for this guy. I didn't think he was on a trade block. This is what I mean about Rob Pelinka. He is sneaky. Who would have thought that Mitch Kupchak would have hooked us up this way, man? This guy's capable of getting you 15 and 15 on any given night with a couple of blocks. He's better than, to me, Mark Williams is who the Phoenix Suns thought they drafted in DeAndre Ayton. If you want to compare games, that's who I like. That's who I like. Oh, man, we won the trade deadline, chat. I don't want to hear it from nobody. From nobody. This is the trade I was hoping for. I said, you know what? Oh, my God. I was hoping for something less than this, and we got Mark Williams. Who even thought this man was on the trade block? Who thought? I didn't think he was on a trade block. This is nuts. Guys, 16, come on. It says here, third-year center Mark Williams was averaging 16 points and 9.8 rebounds per game for Charlotte on 59% from the field at 7 feet, 241 pounds. We got the Jokic stopper right there, man. At least he's going to slow him down. At least. Nobody stops Jokic, but at least we got a big body. 241 pounds. He has the size to match force with the bigs in the West. Wow. Hey, Rob Pelinka, I take my hat off to you. He made the sacrifices he had to make. And this move shows Luka that we're here to win now. Love Dalton. I am hurt that we lost Dalton. But remember, it's the name in the front of the jersey, y'all. It's the name in the front of the jersey. The Lakers always replenish young talent. Mark Williams is him. He's the best big man that we could have acquired in the market, outside of maybe Walker Kessler, who's a better defender. But this guy's not far away. And then we have an open roster slot for the buyout market, chat. Come on. Am I the only one who's excited about this? Oh, my God, y'all. Listen, I did not think Mark Williams was on the chopping block. Rob Pelinka moves in silence. He's a silent assassin. Big body, young guy, 23. Come on, chat. I need a lot more excitement than this. Y'all better hit the like button. Rob Pelinka just won the trade deadline by far. Everybody's going to be bitching about this move too. Text says, oh my God, Dan, this is crazy. I actually had Mark Williams as a dark horse pickup, but I never thought the Hornets would trade him away like that. Holy shit, LFG. I keep telling folks, and they never believe me this, right? Rob Pelinka has been the most unpredictable GM we have had in a very long time, but when he strikes like a cobra. All right? Yo, Rob Pelinka deserves a standing ovation. Yes, we lose Dalton Connect, but we gain a potential championship now. I like our roster better than Dallas now. I like our experience better than OKC now. I like our depth better than 90% of the Western Conference teams now. And we have Luka and LeBron to top it all off. Luka and LeBron, y'all. Come on. My guy said, great trade. Let's not complain, Laker Nation. Listen to your boy. When I get excited, good things are coming. Mark Williams, if you guys aren't familiar, or you don't have League Pass, or you haven't got a chance to watch him, is a big, dominant big who has the chance to become what DeAndre Ayton wasn't. So just think of DeAndre Ayton with a better finishing ability around the basket and a better rim protection and motor. He has a motor, chat. Those of you who wanted Robert Williams this season has not held a candle to what this guy can hold. I didn't even think it was possible, which is why I'm so mind blown. The Lakers have won the trade deadline by a far. Jimmy Butler trade is trash compared to Luka and Mark Williams. If I told you that I could add Luka, Mark Williams, still keep Austin Reeves, still keep Rui Hachimura, still keep Vanderbilt, still keep everybody that we kept, plus clear open roster slot, you're giving away both of the first-round picks there. Easily. I would have gave up both the first-round picks in the last trade. So essentially, this is Dalton for Mark Williams. a rookie that may or may not have contributed for a player that's going to be a starting center for years to come, potentially. Double guy, block shots, rim protector, a real rim protector. Man, if we would have got Mark Williams with AD, I feel like that's all we needed. But now with Luka, we won the trade deadline by far. Nobody complained. Please. Thank you. I'm glad you understand and appreciate it. I'm glad you understand and appreciate it. Thank you so much for Super Chat, brother. Thank you so much. Listen, Reese, I'm losing my voice, bro, but I don't give a damn. We won, bro. I think we're contenders, like legitimate contenders. This is all I wanted to see after all the trades we made, after the 2 trades. This is what I wanted to see. Rob Pelinka, he pulled this one out of a hat, rabbit out of a hat right here. People say he overpaid because we gave up a first-round pick and pick swaps. Guys, we have picks in between these years. We have a pick in 2026. We have a pick in 2027 if it doesn't fall outside of the top 4. If it falls outside of the top 4. Oh man, we won. We won this by far. Listen, starting lineup: Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Dorian Finney-Smith, LeBron and Mark Williams. Off the bench: Jackson Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent. Now that's a team you can get behind. Not to mention we created an open roster slot. Who's going to hit the buyout market? I agree with you, Reese. I agree. AR is the main piece we needed to protect, and we did that. I'm glad. Oh, my God. Mark Williams? Anybody who says we gave up too much is just too emotionally attached to players. You can't do that. You want to compete for a title? You want to re-sign Luka? You want to keep our stars happy, LeBron and Luka? This is what you do, man. You make tough decisions. Rob, I was not familiar with your game. He might be the best GM in the league. Low key. He said, love it. And we kept Rui and Austin Reeves too. Do you guys not see what we did? We just sped up the timeline to win a championship with this trade. If we don't get a big, it shows that we're not serious. We got one of the best young bigs in the game. If we don't get a single big man, it shows that not that we're not serious, but now we're on the Luka timeline only. This showed LeBron, hey man, we still serious about a championship. This shows Luka, oh damn, like Rob Pelinka means business. He gave up his blue chip, which is a rookie who's phenomenal, but in spurts, and a first-round pick. And we proved to LeBron James that we put in everything to the middle of the table. Nobody should be complaining about this trade. And I'm going to miss Dalton. I think he's still going to be all-star caliber player. I can't wait to see Dalton play over there with we're going to have tons of playback streams. I can't wait to see my boy Dalton over there in the backcourt with LaMelo Ball. That's going to be a lot of fun. But fun and championships are two different things. And this team is not only fun, but now we are up there, man. I told you guys, if we get a big man, we'll end top 3 in the West. Mark Williams, I can't believe it. I'm in shock. Y'all seen my live reaction as soon as I was on the other video. Had to hop off, man, to make a long video for this trade. But again, for those of you that are just tuning in, there you have it. There's the trade on the screen. Okay, the Lakers are trading Dalton Connect. Hurts my heart. Hate to see you go, but I love to see you leave. A 2031 first-round pick, unprotected. He's worth it. It's Mark Williams. And a 2030 pick swap. We'll still have a pick, but we'll have the lesser of the two. It could be a 3-pick difference. It might not be crazy. Okay? For a starting caliber center who's on the rise, he still hasn't got better. Oh, you don't think he's going to feast with Luka and LeBron? Oh, he's going to feast. He's going to feast, y'all. This kid is a beast. GM of the century, bro. After landing Luka and getting a starting caliber center. And by the way, he underplayed it. He underplayed it to me this season because Rob said the market was very dry. Oh my God. Rob Pelinka. He's keeping everything close to the vest. I'm sure he was working on this. Angie, you mentioned him. You did. I remember. Shout out to Angie. She mentioned him as a possibility. Oh my God. Yo, I'm in utter disbelief right now of what Rob has just pulled off. First highway robbery, and now he solidifies it by making us a legitimate championship contender. If I want to get greedy, I will go into the buyout market and I'll get a backup big just to be safe. But Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood is healthy, maybe they can hold it, they can hold it down as a backup. But that's a starting caliber center. Mark Williams is an up-and-comer, man. Go check out his highlights, y'all. He's what DeAndre Ayton wanted to be. That's Mark Williams. He said Rob Pelinka is the ultimate opportunist. Yes, he is. And he's our GM. Listen, Rob Pelinka, we need to build him a statue already, man. We need to speed that shit up right now. Because I'm telling you, man, what he has accomplished this trade deadline is better than 90% of the off seasons that I have seen GMs do. Woo-hoo. Hey, let's get to 500 likes, and I will damn sure open up the phone lines. You better believe that, brother. Abso-freaking-lutely. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Let's see. XRP boy Bradley says, do you think Luka and Williams play on the 8th? He said, and can you do a quick starting lineup and bench rotation? Yes, and yes, I can, my friend. Abso-freaking-lutely. All right, let's pull up the new Look Lakers starting lineup. All right, that's what we got to pull up right now. All right, so my starting lineup, guys. My starting lineup is going to be Luka Doncic. Now, this is optional, okay? Because I would like to start Dorian Finney-Smith instead of Austin. Bring him off the bench as a super six man. But if you want to reverse the roles, I'm with it, as long as the defense works. But I'm for sure putting Dorian Finney-Smith instead of Rui. LeBron and Mark Williams. Off the bench, if Austin came off, great. If not, Rui for sure. With Vando, with Jackson Hayes, with Gabe Vincent, Shake Milton. And like I said, we have an open roster slot right now. That is my rotations as far as that goes, brother. Now, I do believe Luka and Williams will play. This is why I predicted we might have one tonight. That way those guys will be ready for the Saturday debut of Luka. All right? Oh, my God. We might go on a 10-game win streak after this, y'all. We can stay healthy. We win in the chip. I'll tell you that. Rob came out here like Chef Ramsay. We move. And listen, I know people are hurt. We all love Dalton Connect. We love this brother, man. He was amazing. But we had to do what we had to do, fam. We essentially, if we look at a roster, forget about the first round picks. We were all in agreement that we're willing to sacrifice those to become true legitimate contenders. But essentially, we trade Luka, right? Essentially, Luka and Mark Williams for Dalton, Max Christie, and AD. That's a heck yeah. If you ask me, that is a heck yeah. Come on, y'all. I told you the Lakers are all about championships. Don't get attached to these young players. I told you guys if the right trade came along, I was even willing to give up Austin Reeves, okay? Come on, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we wanted, is it not? Then we kept saying big, big, big. We got a 23-year-old phenom, up-and-comer, double-double machine, shot blocker, beast that I didn't even imagine would be on the trade deadline. That is the type of GM I want for my Lakers. Okay, Rob Pelinka, you, sir, are a legend after this trade deadline. This trade deadline will be remembered for years. Okay? Don't be shocked if we get multiple titles out of this trade deadline. Don't be shocked. This is crazy. Crazy. I'm still in disbelief that we were able to acquire this amount of talent in one trade deadline. There's GMs that dream of off seasons like this. Off seasons. Let alone a trade deadline. This got to be the greatest trade deadline of all time. By far, especially for the Lakers. KJ, he said, I love seeing my guy this happy. Let's go, Lakers. Oh, bro, you don't understand, KJ. You don't understand how, you understand. But this is the best offseason, not even offseason, trade deadline that I have witnessed in my life as a Laker fan. And I've witnessed some decent ones. For sure, some really, really good ones. But you get a megastar like Luka, and now you get an up-and-coming two-way beast like Mark Williams. Come on, y'all. We better get to 1,000 likes up in here, man. We about to win a championship this year. We weren't even supposed to compete after the Luka trade, so they said. This is why I kept telling y'all, relax, pipe down. My sources keep telling me we're very active in the trade deadline. We're being aggressive. We might even get a trade tonight. Hit that like button and subscribe, man. Your boy called it here first. We got that trade done tonight. And why did I say we would get it done? Because we were aggressive. My source is A1, baby. Daily bread, bro. Daily bread. Thank you so much, brother, for the super chat. He said, what up, Dan? I'm hype. He said, we're looking legit at both ends of the floor. Go Lakers. After losing AD, I didn't think we can get a young up-and-coming beast like this that could, replenish a lot of what we lost with AD. But he's definitely going to help with the rebounding and the defense, right? Again, and he's a decent scorer. Again, this guy is no joke, guys. He played. Listen, Mark Williams played this season with LaMelo. Okay, they traded the other guy who they traded to Phoenix to create more PT because this guy's only averaging 25 minutes per game. And in 25 minutes per game, he's averaging 16 points, shooting 58% from the field. That's almost 60. Averaging 10 rebounds, 2.5 assists, right? And 1.2 blocks. And that's in 25 minutes. Can y'all imagine what his numbers would look like playing with Luka and LeBron? If he's doing that with LaMelo, who's one of the better playmaking guards for sure, but now he's got two of them, and really Austin Reeves too, who could also play make. If he gets open, if he rolls to the basket, if he sets a tough screen, he's going to get thrown lobs and bounce passes and behind the back, no looks. If he blocks shots, we're going to get out in transition. We're going to get some of that Luka to LeBron magic basketball. And again, I couldn't, sorry, anybody who called or texted me, I'll eventually get back to you guys, but you guys blew up my phone again. I knew it. I knew as soon as my phone blew up and I looked down, I knew it. Lakers did something again. Oh, man, I'm going to lose my voice tonight, y'all. I'm so high. I'm going to be able to sleep till Saturday, till I get to see my new team. He said Mark Williams has the highest standing reach at 9'9". He is only 23, Jonathan. You mean to tell me, and again, shout out to Mitch Kupchak, because you would think he's salty after he got fired by the very guy he made a trade with. Think about that. Mitch Kupchak, who's the general manager of the Charlotte Hornets, last I checked, unless I'm unaware and he already got fired over there. But Mitch Kupchak traded a future centerpiece. He couldn't turn down Dalton Connect. And rightfully so. Dalton's nice. But the reason, and this is why I always tell you guys, teams that suck in the NBA, you always got to look to poach them away. And I had no clue. You got to look to poach their players away. I had no clue at all that Mark Williams would become available. I think it's another mistake by well, it's not really a mistake because they're not winning anything. They could just go and draft another big man. But for us, this is lottery level talent that we have added to Hall of Fame talent. And now you got yourself a heck of a ball club. But I don't see too many deficiencies. Again, we will miss Dalton. His shooting, awesome. His defense, we won't miss. But his shooting, amazing. His ability to cut without the basketball, we'll miss it. Max Christie's two-way prowess, we're going to miss it. Anthony Davis, obviously two-way Hall of Fame player, we're going to miss it. We get a megastar like Luka, and you get Mark Williams. It replaces a lot of what you're missing. I'm sorry. It just does. Rui and AR should come off the bench, in my opinion. But that'll be a topic for another day. Tonight, we celebrate. We celebrate, man. Woo, we celebrating, baby. Let's see. What's up, Isaiah? He said, what's up, Dan? How are you doing? And this is a great trade. Mark Williams to get Dalton K and Cam Reddish. Good move for Rob Pelinka. And to send it to the Hornets. It's a great move, brother. I'm doing amazing. I'm losing my voice, and I'm sick. I got a stomach virus, but you couldn't tell because you know what? The Lakers are an actual championship contender. I could legitimately put my stamp of approval. You know I hadn't said that all year. I kept saying we were something away, something away. After adding another superstar plus a two-way protecting big man with a high-efficiency shooting and a small sample size, but still, we're there. We are there, baby. We are there. Let's see. He said we also have a stretch five in Maxi Kleber if he gets healthy. I wouldn't be shocked if they figure out a way to move off of that contract. Trade deadline still hasn't hit fully. If we figure out a way to move off of that, championship, here we come, baby. But all we can say is, yeah, you know what, Blitz? I didn't think so either, man. I never even mentioned his name because I thought they'd be crazy to try to trade this kid, Mark Williams. Go look up the highlights right now and then come talk to me. I'm telling y'all, man, he's the perfect center, not as a replacement, but kind of to replenish some of what we lost with AD. We replenished a lot right there in one swift move, right? He's a low-maintenance center. He's not somebody you got to post up all the time. He'll get it off the mud. He'll catch lobs. He'll get you second chance points and rebounds. He's got a high motor. Come on. Yes, it is, Lizzie. This is beautiful. This is what I'm talking about, chat. He said, get Mark in contact with Hakeem for the elite paint footwork. Topic for another day. Tonight, we celebrate, baby. We celebrate. A legit 7-footer, rim protecting, rebounding, glass cleaning, lob gobbling big man. That's what we got. That's what we got just now. Dalton, love you, buddy. Love you, but we needed to make this move. Maybe someday you'll come back to us, but we needed to make this move. I'm sorry, but I told you guys, hey, don't get too attached to these young men because it could happen. It could happen. If they can trade Kleber and Hayes for Adams, we win in a three-peat, bro. Not because of Adams, but because of the depth and because you're getting rid of dead weight. I agree, man. Mark, if we can just add one more big man, it could even be on the buyout market, or heck, maybe Debo. Maybe we sign him to an actual contract since we created a roster slot. But if we can just add one more for insurance policies, you never know. An injury happens, God forbid. Jackson Hayes, something. You never know. If we can do that, guys, it is absolute wraps. Okay? I can't no more tonight. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, my goodness. You know what, Striker? Thank you so much. I don't care if I lose my voice for the next month. This is the happiest week of my Laker fandom that I've had in a long time. Probably since the three-peat. Probably since the Kobe Shaq three-peat. D-Free said, ironically, the last time we saw him, AD charbroiled him. He's very good, but he's never healthy, and he terrifies me. He's almost as bad as Robert Williams on health. He's 23, man. He's 23, D-Free. Come on, man. Come on, D-Free. Oh, D-Free, my buddy, man. I can't wait to talk about this with you, man. I cannot wait. Oh, my goodness. Listen, guys, and this is why I want insurance policies. This is why I want. This is why I want it. Because obviously injuries could happen at any moment. It could have happened to AD as well. AD terrified me all the time. All the time. AD is a terrifier, like the horror movie as well with the injuries. But again, barring any injuries, we're going to be right there, man. Let's see. Williams had 39, 9, and 5 against Memphis. And that's Jaren Jackson Jr., by the way. And that is Jaren Jackson Jr., quote-unquote defensive player of the year. So, again, he's only 23. He's only 23. For those of you who are upset about Dalton leaving, I love Dalton too, but who better, Dalton or AR? I'm picking AR every time. AR is more battle-tested, and he does more for the team. Much as I like Dalton and I love his potential, AR has always been him. And I know some people would be upset because we love Dalton. We love them. We love them. But do we want to win a championship or not? You guys rather get eliminated in the first or second round? Or do you guys want to get a 23-year-old phenom who can help you get past Jokic potentially? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Oh, my God. Kimiko, if you're in here, block whoever they're saying to block. I can't see him. Lizzie, oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Lizzie. I appreciate you, Lizzie. Thank you so much for the super chat. That is amazing. Y'all just keep giving me more reasons to celebrate. Guys, I think we're legitimate. Right now in the West, I think we're going to pull up and grab a top 3 seed, assuming everything goes according to plan. Guys, stay healthy. That's the key now, because health can derail anybody. Luka comes in here, or LeBron or somebody gets injured, it could change everything. But Rob Pelinka did what he had to do to push the envelope, to move forward, and to hopefully contend for a title this year. But I think we have every piece we need. And now, obviously, we have an open roster slot. I do expect that to be filled up relatively soon. Right? I think after the buyout market hits, it's going to be interesting. Who knows who becomes available? You never know. You never know who can become available there. But at the end of the day, man, it's a blessing in disguise. Hey, my boy D-Free became a member. Let's go.
I want to thank you for becoming a member. On Detailist channel, we're a family, and together, we win.
That's right, brother. Thank you so much for becoming a member, man. I truly, wholeheartedly appreciate you, my brother. Welcome to the club. I mean, you've always been family anyways. Didn't really matter, but but yeah, man, thank you so much, brother. You don't have to, but you did, man. You went the extra mile to make me even happier tonight. Hey, Speed. What were even you were saying, right? If Rob is serious, we're going to get a big man. Even you're a critical fan up in here in the chat. I see you sometimes. But you know what? I respect it because we hold our franchise to a high standard. Right. So at the end of the day, bro, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Let's see. Mitch Kupchak told Jeff to do the deal. LOL. Shout out to Mitch. I can't believe it. I can't believe we have this caliber of a team right now. Listen, if we would have did these trades in the offseason, Tara, I would have for sure deemed us. I would have for surely deemed us to be, championship favorites and contenders. If we would have did this in the offseason. From the beginning. Remember, I kept holding reservations because I felt like there was still some stuff lacking. We got the superstar in Luka. We got the big man to replenish some of what AD is going to leave. Not everything, I'm not putting that kind of pressure on Mark Williams. He's only 23, but double guy, hustle, rebounder. He fits right in with what Vando is doing. He fits right in with what Dorian Finney-Smith is doing. Right now, we got 3 elite defenders that you could throw out there at any time. Can you imagine a lineup of Luka at the point, Austin Reeves at the 2 guard, LeBron at the 3, Vando at the 4 with Finney's coming off the bench just for the fourth quarter, or whether you want to play Finney there at the 4 and then Mark Williams at the 5. That's defense and offense right there. That's what I want to see. I want to see a best of every world. We're going to have threats all over the court, guys. And again, the best part, Cam Reddish, we haven't talked about him. Amazing motor, can't shoot for lick. You hate to see it. You hate to see it because I would have liked him to be a part of the rotation if he could only find his jump shot. Unfortunately, he never did, and so they had to let him go. But on the high end, no, on the upside, we clear a roster slot, and now we become, who knows? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are gonna come and want to play with a LeBron James and with a Luka. But who do you guys think? Now we can start talking about that. Who do you guys think we're gonna pick up in the buyout market? Right? He said he's very good, but he plays 20 games a year. D-Free, we are gonna shield him, man. We are gonna overprotect this man, and we are gonna unleash him for those 20 games. All we need is 16 wins in the playoffs. That's all we need. And he's only 23, so it doesn't, what's happened early in his career doesn't define his entire career. So there's still a chance he gets right. And again, AD was very injury prone at times, right? Now, to give credit to AD, the last couple of seasons he did phenomenal as far as injuries go. Unfortunately, the last image of AD in our head when he walked off the court for the final time was an abdominal strain. So, it's unfortunate. But you know what, D-Free? Tonight we celebrate, man. We're not looking at no negatives tonight. We got the big we needed, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Shout out to my brother D-Free, man. He already was a brother. He just stunting on me with his wonderful membership. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, man. Look, man, this is fun. This is a lot of fun, man. It's fun to be a Laker fan. It is fun. And we got another power chat.
You don't know the power of the super chat. Grateful the Empire is to your contributions. Together we shall crush the rebel scum once and for all. Thank you.
Nick, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it, man. You guys are making this night even that much better. I'm just excited because, look, the critics, what are they going to say now? I can't wait. Guys, I can't wait for all the critics. I might have to do good take, bad take over on playback tomorrow. I can't wait to hear what the pundits are going to say now. Oh, they have no defense in the paint. Eat your hearts out. Rob Pelinka was working overtime just like my source told me. And he made it happen tonight just like my source told me it was likely to happen tonight. And here we are. Mark Williams is a Laker. Luka is a Laker. LeBron is a Laker. Vando's a Laker. AR is a Laker. Rui is a Laker. Dorian Finney-Smith is a Laker. Gabe Vincent's still a Laker. That's your 8-man rotation right off the top. On top of that, we don't know if Christian Wood is coming back. He brings something different to the roster, right? That would be a 9-man rotation. Who did I leave out? Jackson Hayes? That's a 10-man rotation. We have more than enough depth now to compete for a title. The question is, do we bring somebody really valuable off the buyout market? I haven't even talked about Markieff Morris. Kleber, I don't think he comes back this year. But Kleber, we have him. Even if we want to move off the contract, I don't know if we have many assets to attach to try to move off that contract to clear that roster slot. But we have more than enough horses to put a real fear in everybody. And if you're Luka, he's like, holy shit. The Mavericks never made moves like this. They traded for me. Now they bring in Mark Williams over here. They kept LeBron. They still got Austin. Luka right now, man. I'm telling you right now, Luka is going to have a heart attack of how excited he is, man. You better cut down on the cholesterol levels, man. We need Luka to start dieting. No, we don't. He's a beast regardless, man. He's a beast regardless. But listen, we are starting to turn the page here, man, in the best of ways. Rob Pelinka showed us tonight he is the biggest shark. And it ain't even Shark Tank, ladies and gentlemen. He is the biggest shark, and it's not even Shark Tank right now. Jimmy says longer standing reach than Wemby. Crazy. He is an absolute terror defensively when he's in there healthy, man. He only averages 25 minutes a game as well. And he's putting up insane numbers in 25 minutes. If he can hold the streak of staying healthy, like D-Free said, and he can continue to build off of that and his skill set, we're going to win the title. I have no doubt in my mind. If we can stay healthy and gel in time for everything, it's coming. I like it. I love it. I want it. I need that. I'm gonna hit y'all with that. I'm gonna hit y'all with that SpongeBob voiceover, man. Come on. Pelinka like an F-35 in the night. Man, Pelinka came in here like a thief in the night, right off a Bible verse, man, and he just stole my heart overnight. Listen, I wasn't familiar with your game, Rob Pelinka, but this is exactly what I dreamed of. If I was a GM, this is how I would operate: aggressively, swiftly, and with a purpose. That is how you win championships. Scared money does not make money. If Rob Pelinka sits on his hands and says, "No, I don't want to trade Dalton because 3 to 4 years from now he can make an awesome tandem with Reeves and Luka," and what if he doesn't become that, right? Why not get something surefire and guaranteed now that if it stays healthy, it's going to help us compete for a title, and is only 23 years old. He is in the uppity up right now. And I mean, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. My boy Paul W. Whitfield, thank you so much, brother. He said Dalton made sense with AD and MW better with Luka. Yes, Marcus Williams makes a lot of sense with Luka. You want to talk about a rim-rolling big man, shot blocking, rebounding extraordinaire with a motor, guys, with an actual motor. If you took Mark Williams' is motor and you implanted it into DeAndre Ayton's body, you would have had a perennial all-star. That'll tell you what type of player this guy can become, okay? I'm telling you. Championships over players all day. That's what we're all about. And you know what, D-Free? Open spot probably for Koloko. I would love that. Nothing in my heart will make me happier than for Koloko to earn his spot. He's an energy guy. You know, he's bouncy. He holds his own. And we'll have multiple anchors in the paint, now led by Mark Williams. Jackson Hayes, I'm sorry. I love you, but I never trusted you to be the starting big man. All right? I love you, but I never trusted you. And actually, I don't love you. I like you. All right, off the bench. I like you off the bench a lot better. The picks, we don't ever worry about that. Digital snowflake, we never worry about that, all right? Because the Lakers always replenish. Don't worry about it. Hey, Dan, Jokic is going to cook this scrub. Horrible move. Lies, lies, and more lies. Jokic cooks anybody anyway. At least this guy's going to be a big body. Jokic can't just swim around him. At least we got that, right? And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw what we did to Zubats without a big man, okay? And there's a new defensive regimen, and that's the twin wing stop wings that we have. Shout out to Die Hard for the nickname. The twin wing stop wings that we have, fam. And that is, you know, Vando and DFS. They're going to change everything. We didn't have those two when we went up against Jokic. Remember that. Don't just write that off, guys. It's not the same team than when we were going up against Joker. It's not the same team. This is a completely different team that's going up right now with a newfound purpose, a newfound sense of purpose, with two superstars, not all-stars, not part-timers, superstars that are coming in. Luka with a chip on his shoulder, LeBron trying to prove that he can win one more. You know what I'm saying? Trying to prove that he's better than Jordan. They both have chips on their shoulders. And we ain't talking Pringles, baby. All right? We ain't talking Pringles. But I'm telling y'all, there's going to be naysayers. That's fine. That's okay. You know, there's always the skeptics. There's the people that is always attached to the players more than the franchise. I get it. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. You have to roll the dice if you want to win. If you don't roll the dice, you'll never know, right? Hey, we got another.
I want to thank you for becoming a member. On Detailist Channel, we're a family, and together, we win.
I want to say thank you so much to Craig, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member and joining the DTLF family, guys. #1 source for all things Lakers and basketball. Welcome, my brother. Listen, it's a day of joy because the Lakers proved to Laker fans that not only did we trade for a cornerstone, I think LeBron fans right now should be very happy. All right? Because they thought it was all about the future now. And I figured it wasn't. They want to double dip. That's the Lakers, man. We want to eat our cake. We want to have our cake and eat it too. That's what we want. And so, you know, we have to be stoked for this move. This move right here should prove to any naysayer that the Lakers were actually – Rob made good on his promise. He said he was willing to trade both of the draft picks for the right piece. I think Luka and Mark Williams qualifies as that. Okay? I think they do. Omar Sherman says, thanks for knowing ball. Lakers Nation, YouTube is mad. Look, man, I can't. Everybody has different opinions. I love Lakers Nation. Everybody has a difference of opinion. This is just my opinion. And I'm going to tell you right now, All right. I love Trevor Lane. Shout out to Trevor. He knows ball too. And I'll say this. Dalton is a special talent. He truly is. I promise you that. He might even make a couple of All-Stars in his life, maybe, if he gets developed properly. But we're trying to win now, and we couldn't just bank on Dalton saving us. We couldn't. He had an amazing 37-point game this year. I fell in love with the kid. Since Summer League, when he went off on the Phoenix Suns and brought us back and we won. But at the end of the day, my opinion is that Mark Williams is exactly what the doctors ordered. Right? Exactly what the doctors ordered. D-Free. He said, my last image of AD is 40 and 20, LOL, but Mark will be a baller. I'm not questioning that it's that. He said, it's more about the concerns I have. Fair enough. D-Free, you have your concerns. I respect it. He said, I think we need another big easily because of the health concerns. I agree. Listen, you already went all the way in, right? So if you're Rob Pelinka, you gave up both of your tradable first-round picks. If you have any seconds, now's the time to use them. If we can get off of the Maxi Kleber contract to have an extra roster slot, I do it. Otherwise, I like Koloko. I just don't know how. Again, never seen this dude deep in the trenches before, right? He's still relatively young as well. So I would like to have more experience to back up Mark for the same reasons you mentioned. But I really like this roster a lot, man. I think this roster, from top to bottom, I think it's a 9.5 out of 10. And the only 0.5 I will leave open simply because we still have an open roster slot. We have 14 current players on the contract. So one of them is going to get guaranteed. And that'll put my final point either up or down. It'll either go down because we got somebody we didn't need, or it'll go up because we got something that we needed. But let's not forget this. Christian Wood provides something completely different than Mark Williams. And I think would be an elite backup big man along with Jackson Hayes if he ever comes back healthy. Now, I can't hold my breath for that because you never know with these injuries. He could be done for his career. We don't know that. God forbid it. Knock on wood. But you can't bank on that if you now went all the way in for a championship. So I agree with D-Free. It would be nice. It would be nice if we went out and got a backup big to Mark Williams for sure. But we got to feel really ecstatic right now because, guys, we turned the page quickly and becoming a contender right before everybody's very eyes. People try to write us off after the Luka trade saying, oh, the Lakers, this is great for the future, but, there's no big men out there. They're not going to get this. Trust in Rob. In Rob, we trust right now. AD punch in the air, seeing us finally get a starting center. Yes. Oh, my goodness. I feel bad for AD because if we would have got Mark Williams with AD, right? Sky's the limit there too. Right? Sky's the limit there too. But I like this team better than when we had AD because we got Luka now. We got a true killer. Luka kills the Nuggets. Luka kills the Clippers. Luka killed the Timberwolves last year to get to the finals. Luka can kill the Thunder. And same thing with LeBron. LeBron, man, don't make LeBron turn back the clock because he'll drop 30-point triple-double. Can you imagine? I imagine there's going to be a game where both Luka and LeBron are going to drop 30-point triple-doubles. I think the only teammates in Laker history that did that, wasn't it Lonzo and LeBron? Didn't they do it one time? But it wasn't a 30-point triple-double. It was just triple-doubles. I have a feeling LeBron and Luka at one point are going to drop 30-point triple-doubles as a tandem. And I couldn't imagine, in a 7-game series, that it's going to be easy for teams to slow us down. I can't imagine. It's going to be tough. We just made it. Nobody wants to see us in the first round. And as of right now, we are in the 5th seed. It says the Lakers have officially gone all in. Shout out to Jovan this season. And the Luka Doncic, LeBron James pairing, they've traded Anthony Davis, their previous best player, Max Christie, Dalton Connect, 2 young players they were high on, and both of their tradable first-round picks. Look, what did I tell you guys? Let Rob cook. We should start a website and call it letrobcook.com. All right, somebody take that idea off my name, please. We need to start a website called letrobcook.com because even I didn't expect this much from him. He exceeded my expectations, and as you guys know, it's special when somebody exceeds my expectations. I already have them way up here, right? Historically. Let's see. Bron, Luka, AR, Rui on the same team, bro. And let's not forget about our new acquisition right here, man. Our new guy, our center for the future and for now, Mark Williams. All right. He's a part of the core moving forward. He's a part of the core. Oh, my goodness. Hold up. Y'all want me to wave the flags? I got y'all, man. Let's go, Lakers. Listen, I'm about to lose my voice. I've been working all day, and I don't give a flying you know what because the Lakers are here. We had just struck fear in the hearts of the entire Western Conference just now. And the entire Western Conference. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, my God. We can't get enough, man. Oh, yeah. Lakers definitely did the right thing. Definitely did the right. This is what it was all about. LeBron fans, rejoice. Luka fans, rejoice. But most importantly, Laker fans, rejoice, because we are in good hands. And I'm not talking Allstate because of that BS they did over there with the Fires, man. I'm not talking Allstate, all right? I'm talking the real good hands, all right? Coin that phrase right there. The Lakers, we are in good hands. Yes, sir. Hayes is the six-man center, and Mark Williams going to cook on Jokic right now, Dan. Well, I want to say, look, this is what I'll say. Jokic is a handful, but we got weapons to slow him down. We got Vando to be able to dig down when he's posting up. Now you can run some 2-3 zone, because when you put Dorian Finney-Smith out there with Vando, we're going to wreak havoc, right? Those guys are demons, absolute demons. They're monsters. They're going to be out there just wrecking the world, right? Like a wrecking ball, man. And it's going to having somebody like Mark Williams, who you can't really back down, who has a great wingspan, can block shots, can crash the glass. We won't give up as many second chance rebounds and points. It's going to be awesome. A youngster with a motor. I think you guys are going to fall in love with Mark Williams. I've seen him on Link Pass. I've always been a fan. They traded the other center to Phoenix because I thought they were going to unleash this kid. And right away, as soon as they traded him, this kid went off. I think I had mentioned it one time. Damn, I wish we had a center like that. But I never imagined that Rob would have the goal to pull this off. And he did, man. Give him his flowers, y'all. We cannot ever slander Rob Pelinka again. He had the single greatest trade deadline in Laker history. So that you can never, ever slander Rob, even if he makes us impatient sometimes and we question some of his moves. In Rob, we trust. In Rob, we trust. Abso-freaking-lutely. Where are we at now, Kimiko? We opening up the phone lines or what? I want to know. Do you love it? Do you hate it? How do you guys feel about this trade deadline? I think we're complete, really. I think now we look to the buyout market. We're 30 likes away. Come on, y'all. We got 1,900 up in here, combining all the platforms. So, my goodness, it's just fun. It's just fun. How blessed are we to be Laker fans? We are extremely blessed. Strega said, I love when you wave the flag and sing your song. You turn into a little boy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Listen, I really am a kid at heart, especially when it comes to the Lakers, Strega. Absolutely. Am a kid at heart. We all are. I feel like we all are. Thank you, Kimiko. You're the GOAT. I appreciate you, Kimiko, for all the hard work you've been doing today. You've been here right with me. Everybody's been giving me credit, man. Let's shout out Kimiko. She's been working hard today. How many videos did I drop today? 3? 4? I lost count. Let's see. Mark Williams injury prone. We just gave our future star on bench depth for 2 handicap players. I love these type of comments. These are my favorite because the truth of the matter is, my brother, we did what we had to do to compete for a title. Okay. Now we're an official contender. Officially. There's no way, Cash. There's no way that you can be mad at this. Whether, even if what you said is true, injury prone, whatever. We won a championship with a player that was deemed injury prone already. Okay. We can do it again. I don't care. He's 23. He'll be fine. It's not like he's 33. If he was 33, I'd be concerned. He's 23. Okay. With the right strength and conditioning, he can get in the weight room with Luka. They could get together, so they could share each other's trainers, and we can get on the right track. That's okay. That's okay. Kimiko said, I think you did 4 videos today. You must be exhausted. My voice is gone. My stomach, y'all might not know it, but I've been operating all week on a horrible stomach virus. Since we traded for Luka, the very next day, I think I got food poisoning or God knows what. But it's all worth it, y'all. I don't even feel the pain right now. All right, it is time, y'all. It is time to open up the phone lines, which is one of my favorite things to do. We've done it several times today, but make sure you guys get in here, man, and you share us your passion, whether you're against this or you're for it. I want to hear all your voices. All right, here is the link. All you guys got to do is click it and turn on your mic, and you'll be ready. All right, call in. It is time to listen to what Lakers Nation has to say about this trade deadline that I really feel that we absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. I want to know. I want to know what you guys think. All you got to do is click that link on the screen and let's talk, chat. Let's talk. And first, I want to hear from my guy, Chris, who we had a disagreement with last time. It was very controversial, but I love it. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
What's happening, Dan?
Talk to your boy, man, and talk to me nice, baby. Come on, let's
Now,
hear.
remember when we had? Now, remember the last conversation?
Yeah, I remember the last conversation.
I said if we don't get big, Lakers ain't going to the playoffs, bro. They might get kicked out the playoffs. But now we
Okay.
finally got a bid. Now you asked me a question. Did Rob Pelinka did a good job? Yeah, but he still needs to make one more trade.
Nah, we don't have assets to make one more trade. What's the trade you want? What's the
Just
trade you
go
want?
give me a 3-and-D guard, and that will complete our roster.
Okay, that's fair. But what if I told you we can get that 3-and-D guard?
Yeah, I can tell you what Rob can go get too. Off of the Pacers team, what do you think of Aaron Smith?
Is that the
for
one
a
who
second round pick? Huh?
Is he the one that plays for Indiana, Naismith?
Yep.
I like him, but what can we trade for him? We don't have no more first round picks, brother.
You don't have to trade first. Trade second. Yeah.
Nah, let me tell you something about Larry Bird. He doesn't operate like that. He wants to. Listen. He'd rather hold on to an expiring contract than to trade with the Lakers. He's proven that to us before. But if he's worth a protected first round pick. Second round picks for a player like that, it's not gonna fly, man. But however, I do believe in the buyout market. There will be players that potentially get bought out. I got a name for you. Torrey Craig. How you feel about him?
Heck no, washed up.
Nah, man.
Man,
hey,
that boy washed up, bro. That boy still getting demoralized. You want a washed up bum on our team? Heck no, boy.
Oh, he's a
no, indeed, no, brother.
wing.
Man, that boy fell off. No, indeed, no.
No, I disagree.
Heck to the no.
I'll take
Torrey
Craig. I think, bro, this is not 2K. Even though it looks like we got a 2K roster, this is not 2K. We got to be realistic.
Oh, I ain't thinking no 2K logic.
Huh?
I'm not thinking no 2K logic. I mean, sorry, Torrey Craig washed up.
If you want Naismith for a second round pick, that's 2K logic, bro.
That ain't 2K logic.
He's not worth a protected first round pick to you.
I mean, no. Second, yeah.
Okay, well, I hope you're right, man. I really hope you're right, brother. I doubt it. I wholeheartedly disagree, but because he's a very good role player. He's even started for the Indiana Pacers.
I mean, they even said on CBS when the Lakers was talking about making a trade of trading Rudy and thought to connect for Smith for a second round pick.
So Rui and
Dalton, he's worth getting for a second round pick.
Yeah, but see, now you're talking about other pieces involved. I think we're set as far as those other pieces. We got to hold on to those, man.
Well, that would be your guy to replace Max Christie.
I think Dorian Finney-Smith can do that. 3-and-D. We don't need him dribbling the basketball. We don't need him doing nothing. He started the last game at the 2, just like I predicted, and he killed the Clippers, bro. Him and Van.
Well, my question is, if Dorian Finney-Smith gets in foul trouble, who you think is gonna come off the bench to play that 3-and-D? I mean, to play in that spot as a 3-and-3 guard. You don't have anybody that can play 3-and-D.
Vando is our designated bench defender because he's still on.
Besides Vandal.
Well, I mean, besides Vandal, we got Gabe Vincent. He's a decent guard, defensive.
He's not a 3-and-D guard though. He's a combo guard.
He's not 3-and-D?
No.
That's exactly what he is, brother.
To me, he's not.
Okay, to you, he's not. But when we got him and what he did in Miami on the finals run, he was a 3-and-D guard. And he's starting to look a lot better. You got to give him his credit. I know he struggled when he came back from injury, but you most definitely have to give him his credit, brother. You have to, man. Because he's gotten better, man. He is a 3-and-D guard. And then off the bench, you still got Vando, right? Obviously, it would be nice to fill up that 14 roster slot with somebody who could play defense, of course. But I think we got more than enough horses to compete for a title. But you don't think we have enough horses right now?
No. I mean, if you get Nia Smith, we got enough horses.
Okay, well, okay, fair enough. So you want Nate Smith? That's the final missing piece. Fair enough. I like him. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think the Pacers would trade him for second round.
One heck of a good elite defender to me. A guy that can guard anybody from 1 through 3, maybe 4.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I like him a lot. I just don't think he's realistic after all the trades we made. If we had another first round pick and we could have protected it, I think you would have been on point. But second round pick.
Unless you get a combo guard. I don't see that boy no 3-and-D. I mean, when they say Torrey Craig, he washed up. I can't.
I'll take washed up right now. I'll take any depth we can get. Listen, if they cut Ben Simmons, if the CBA didn't protect us from getting him, I bring him right now off the bench. I don't care. Nobody says. We don't need more offense. All we need is defense and rebounding and wing.
Well, Neil Smith is not known as a offensive player. He's a two-way guard.
I know that I like him, but I don't think he's realistic at this point. After everything we gave up, I mean, what what is your trade offer for to get a player like that? A second round pick is not going to cut it. So what would you give?
Second round pick will give. I just told you when I looked on the website and CBS, it did literally just said that Lakers was thinking about making that move of trading Dalton Connect,
Right,
Rui
but
Hachimura for.
Dalton's gone.
I
Dalton's
know
gone.
you're gone, but I'm just saying
I'm
earlier
talking about the pieces we have right now.
they was
We're talking
thinking about making that trade, making that certain move
all right,
for
fair.
him for a second round pick.
Right. But we're talking about the pieces we have right now. See, if they didn't make that move then, and Dalton is gone, so we don't have.
Oh
to
yeah, I get what you saying. I'm just saying earlier, but I'm saying, but just go to show you why I was telling you he was worth.
Okay, fair enough.
For that round pick.
No, I agree with that. I if you could include Dalton in a package for him, I still think that's a bit of an overpay because Dalton just brought us a starting caliber center with a first round pick. So
no, I don't think because you understand they both rookies, so I don't think their contract is that high. It's not high. I mean, his contract actually matches
we're talking
Dalton
about Mark?
Connect's contract.
Right. But again, I think we prioritized what we needed, which was a big man, right? For Dalton.
Yeah, I'm happy they got Mark Williams. I'm happy they got that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, just to have a guy, just to take the heavy load off of Dorian Smith, that we ain't got to rely on him to guard multiple positions. You'll have an extra piece that's being added onto that Lakers, and adds another 3-and-D guard. And like I said, a guy like Nia Smith, if not Nia Smith, you can get a guy like Andrew Nembhard. If not Nembhard,
I love
Obi
him.
Toppin would be a great fit for the Lakers team.
I love Nembhard. Again, I think those players are worth a protected first round pick. I really do. I think they are. I don't think they will even budge.
Nah.
Yeah, for sure.
Might be Obi Toppin, but these two rookies, no.
Nembhard was elite last year defensively in the playoffs, man. And he's an up and coming player. I think
know he's shooting at a high clip of what, 42% for 3-point line. He creates on shot, he get them. Yeah, I'd watch him play, and so it's
we won't be able to. I promise you, we won't get him for a second round pick. I wish you were right. I wish you were right on that, but no, we're not getting him for a second, bro. That's
maybe a first for Nembhard, but Aaron Smith. I mean, not Aaron Smith. Neesmith, they literally just said second, bro. So he's worth getting for a second round pick for those two guys.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, bro. But wholeheartedly, I think we have the roster to compete right now. If we get, if we get another 3-and-D wing, it has to be somebody that comes out of the buyout market, I think, right now, right? And we know that there's going to be some pieces, but we don't know who that is yet. From the ones that are currently out there, though, I would take Torrey Craig. I think he'll be decent with us.
Nah, I can't get no watch for Craig. That boy trash.
I would take him.
He is horrible, dude.
Playing with some younger folks. Sometimes you need veteran presence.
Nah, he can't be on this Lakers team. That boy would get demoralized. He ain't the same since he used to play for the Phoenix Suns.
I'm taking him. I don't care. I'm taking him because sometimes players can use a change of scenery, and you're gonna see a different ball player. I'm taking it's a low risk, high reward. Why not?
See that been me, the head coach. I bet that boy wouldn't touch the court.
Yeah, he would.
If I was the coach,
he has playoff experience. He can knock down threes.
He ain't touching no court, son. You about to sit on the bench.
I promise you, he's touching the court. I promise you.
He ain't be touching no bench. He ain't
no cheap leaguer, bro. All right, I appreciate the call.
Touching the bench.
I appreciate the call, bro. Thank you. All right, listen. If y'all want to argue, talking about somebody not touching the court, please. Torrey Craig is not a scrub. He just unfortunately doesn't fit. Sometimes not everybody fits on the same damn roster. Sometimes if you look at the makeup of the Phoenix Suns, they're more offense than anything. So I mean, look, this caller called last time. He was not happy with the Luka trade. He said Luka's the next Austin Reeves. We know Luka led his team to the finals. I'm starting to lose respect for his basketball knowledge after that. He said, just now he told me that we could get Nembhard or Naismith for second round picks, double cap. And now he's telling me Torrey Craig won't see the court. Come on, bro. All right, next caller. Talk to me, Maurice. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That last caller is just like, it seems as if like he's just a Debbie Downer. Because here's the thing about Nembhard. I like Nembhard and Naismith too. The thing about it is yeah, if you put it in the trade machine, it may work. But in real life, you have to understand that the Lakers tax is real. And if we go to them for a trade, they're not just gonna ask for second round picks. So that's a busload of bull crap. So, and as of another person that we can bring in that can be a defense type of guy. I'm sorry, Dan. Do you
Yeah.
know who I'm thinking about right now?
Who? Talk to me.
You had him on your show.
Oh, yeah, I would love to have him for sure. Stanley Johnson. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I would, I would love Stanley Johnson right around now because
That's a good point. Completely slipped my mind, bro. And I hope he gets the call because he definitely deserves to be in here, bro. But come on, man. Like, bro,
like when I had first saw the trade, I was like, okay, I don't really, watch the Hornets like that. So let me, go and dig up some info on them. This dude averaged like 15, 9, on 50-some% shooting. And I'm just like, this what we need. This what we need right here. And he had a 30-point game not too long ago.
yeah. Bro,
And he's gonna be playing with Luka and Bron.
Let me tell you something, man. The Lakers are the most over-scrutinized franchise. I wouldn't be shocked if the experts pick this up and they say that we messed up by trading Dalton because he's going to be the future. I promise you there's always a negative spin on everything, right? But we wanted a big man. We got 16 and 10. There's zero things to complain about. And not only is he 16 and 10, but he's 16 and 10 with a block and a half in 25 minutes, and he's only 23.
Oh, by the way, guys, for all of you who are getting mad or getting upset at the fact that we lost Dalton, who's better, Dalton or AR?
I mean, that's a no-brainer.
This is not even a debate. AR is already the complete player that we want him to be. Dalton was working on his way to becoming that. And let's not forget the fact that he went like maybe like 12 or like 15 games straight in a row being Brick City, rebuilding the Clipper Stadium with all the bricks that he was laying.
Like Dalton is amazing. He's an amazing player, bro. Dalton is an amazing player. We don't know if he would have contributed as a rookie this year to us or not, but I liked him. I liked him a lot. I was hoping we held him. I think he would have helped us win a game or two in the playoffs, maybe, especially if we went deep. But I need a player that's going to be effective every game, and it's going to give us what we need, which was a big man. So sometimes you have to sacrifice something that you don't need as much for something you need more. And that's what this was. This was a sacrifice, right? But 16 and 10 isn't easy to find. You saw the market was dry. The big men that were moving were like Jonas Valanciunas, who nobody, except for me in the offseason, I was desperate enough to want him just to get a big man a rebound. But that's how thin we were in the front line, right?
And we got something way better and younger.
Yeah.
And that's another great thing about that because he's 7'2".
Mm-hmm.
He's 7'2", which means that, and he's a better rebounder, definitely better than Jackson Hayes. That's not even a debate there. And guess what? You now have a starting big man. So guess what? Now you're gonna have to rearrange the starting lineup again. Not really too much. All you're doing is just putting Jackson Hayes in the, on the bench and bringing Mark Williams to start. Because this guy right here, Mark Williams, is exactly the guy that we need. Now, of course, he's not Anthony Davis. But at the end of the day, he's giving us that rim protection that we need as of right now. And for a lot of the people that's saying that he's injury prone, did we not just have an injury prone star on our team named Anthony Davis?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but look, to give credit to AD, we were all nervous. I made plenty of jokes about the bubble wrapping him and all that. But you know what? I'll tell you this. I will say this about Anthony Davis. He really exceeded my expectations as far as the last 2 seasons because he stayed healthy. I think he played, 65, 70 games last year? And this year, for the most part, he was healthy, right? With the exception of, this recent injury and a couple of little things here and there. But it's amazing, bro. I think Mark Williams is not going to replace AD. He's not AD.
Right.
Well, what he is a starting caliber big man who's on the uprise. And by the way, he's going to look a lot better playing next to Luka and LeBron. His stats, it might go from 16 to 20. All right.
Now let's say if of course they won't get like a Stanley Johnson. Let's say if they was like looking for a backup big for an insurance policy. What big man would you be targeting?
I think right now, man, we really have to look to the buyout market, or like D Free said, I wouldn't mind Coloco adding him, as just another anchor. I would love somebody more proven though. I think if we can somehow flip Maxi Kleber's contract for like Aquaman, I'm good. Go give me Steven Adams. Even though he only plays limited minutes, he's a big body, sets tough screens, he grabs rebounds. He killed us on the glass when we played him. And rumor has it we were looking for him. We were looking for a piece like that, right? So go give me somebody like that, man. Go give me something like that. Hey, by the way, Stewie Griffin Jr., I love this comparison. He said Mark Williams is our next Andrew Bynum.
Yes. I'm glad that he made the comparison because that's exactly what pretty much he is. Basically, another Andrew Bynum.
Look, man, I understand we get emotionally attached to our players, but what do I always say, man? What's my slogan, brother?
It's all about what's on the front of the jersey rather than the back of the jersey.
Yes, sir.
And that's the main thing that we try to get people to understand, especially bronsexuals, because they were so mad about giving up AD.
Yeah.
But I'm more like, we basically have a marquee player in Luka Doncic. Like, this is Luka. This is a guy who carried his team to the finals and didn't have no help in the finals. In that fact.
Yeah. I mean, bro, I think people are still underrating what Luka is, but I'm glad he's about to play Saturday because he's going to remind the world.
I want them to keep doing it, though. That's the thing. I want them to keep underrating it so that gives him the fuel to go out there and actually show them.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Absolutely, bro. He has a chip on his shoulder for sure, man. And as far as Mark Williams goes, I didn't even understand. I didn't even think he was on the trading block. I think we had to, obviously, if people think this is overpay, then Mitch Kupchak must have thought it was an overpay. But for me, Rob Pelinka is a swindler, man. Because yes, I fucking love Dalton. I think he's going to be one of the best shooters in the NBA for years to come. But I don't think we're going to regret this trade because this guy, Mark Williams, gives us a lot of what we lost by dumping AD, by trading him away, right? So at the end of the day, the complaint was we better trade for a big. Not only did we do that, but we traded for one of the better young big men in the league. Now the complaint is we gave up too much. Listen, they said people go back and watch the Luka video when I was hyped, man. It took me a little bit of process, but when I was hyped, when I was like, hold up, we could have gave away more for Luka. And when people were in the chat saying, that they don't like the trade, I think after they always hear me say it, it doesn't sink in. And then when ESPN says the exact same things I say about how we won the trade, now people are more calm and more excited. I tend to notice that, man. They don't listen to your boy, man. But I told you guys, we got a generational talent for an elite two-way player. We won the trade, no matter how you twist it. It's generational talent. It's different.
And
man.
The crazy thing about it is, like you said, basically you just can't please everybody because first, when we got the Luka trade, it's like, well, damn, where's our center? Where's our center? Everybody complained about that. Okay, now we got the center, but oh my God, we're gonna miss Dalton. We're gonna regret, getting rid of Dalton. It's just like you just can't please everybody. You just gotta just let them have their opinion and let it go.
Hey, yeah, it's beautiful, man. I'm happy, bro. Nobody can steal my joy right now, man. Not even if negative callers call in, grumbly trolls gonna call in and they're gonna be upset. That's fine, man. Hey, but at the end of the day, I'll say this, man. Difference of opinions, that's fine. But yeah, Naismith. What do you think of Naismith being had for second round picks, bro? Apparently, callers believe it's possible.
Not if you're not if you're Rob Pelinka and then you actually go to the team and then you actually make an attempt to trade them and then they say nope, you got to put in Austin Reeves.
There you go. There you have it. I actually think that's gonna be. I actually think that's gonna be exactly what they would start asking for those caliber players, right? I think because these are guys that did damage in the playoffs. And I love him defensively. I don't disagree with the caller, but I do disagree that on two things. One, that we could have him for the limited assets we have. We basically went all in. This is the team now with the exception of maybe a buyout piece, right? This is the team. I'm not expecting no more trades. I'm happy. I'm beyond happy. Luke and Mark Williams, beyond happy. And we got an open roster slot, which is something I have mentioned. I said I would like to send out multiple pieces that we're not using. Unfortunately, it came at the cost of Cam Reddish, who I actually like defensively, but I think we can get somebody maybe even better. I already mentioned Torrey Craig. I stand by it. I like him. I think he could play. Good size, 3-and-D wing. Why not? I don't care if if you didn't get no PT in Phoenix, he'll get PT here because we need it. Or who?
I'm still on Stanley. I'm still on Stanley Johnson.
Oh yeah, I love Stanley Johnson.
Back on.
I would love to have Stanley Johnson, man. Absolutely. But I can't wait to break down the buyout market because I think there'll be other options that there will be, there. Yeah. So I'm still doing phone calls. For those of you asking, all you got to do is click the link. My brother Maurice, man, celebrate the rest of your night with your family, man. I will talk to you soon, my brother. Take it easy, all right?
Peace out.
All right, bro. Hey, listen, appreciate him, man. Always. Let's bring in our next caller, my guy, Shando. What's up, bro?
Oh shit, we on?
Oh yeah, we on, brother. We on for real. The Lakers are on, bro. Man, how you feel about the trade?
I'm happy, man. This shit definitely lightened my mood, bro. Definitely lightened my mood, bro. Like,
didn't I tell you not to worry, bro?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, bro. I think we good on this one, man. I would like it. I'm beyond thrilled, bro. I would still like I know I don't wanna ruin no moves. I would still like a starting caliber 3-and-D guy. I would still like a good backup, but overall, man, I think this shit's been a success, bro. Definitely the greatest deadline of all time, bro. As far as entertainment, everything.
I can't imagine anybody being upset about it, but hey, I hope that for those of you that are upset about it, I hope that you guys pretty soon realize why it was a great trade deadline. And you will. I think within 1 week they'll realize how good we are. I think with this team, bro, if we stay healthy, and that's the key, we have the chance to make our climb up the Western Conference. And I said it after Luka trade, I had his top 3. After Mark Williams trade, I have his top 2 in the West. The only team I don't think we can catch up to because they got such a high lead is the Thunder. But if we stay healthy, fam, this is the team that is going to make a deep, deep run in the postseason and maybe even win the championship this year. Maybe even, right? But, hey, man, I told you, don't worry. As a matter of fact, you called earlier, right? And I said, don't worry. The Lakers are working overtime. My source just confirmed. And bam, look at this. They even exceeded my expectations, fam.
Nah, but like I got another question though. I will say this. Like I know you're completely thrilled about everything, but if there was a 3-and-D guard out there that you would like,
I got him.
Let's just say
you want to know?
There, who?
I'm really praying and hoping that the Utah Jazz buy out Dennis Schroeder. Bam. Done.
Who? Oh my God! No! Please,
bring him off the bench. Don't start him. Bring him off the bench, and he's going to be a firecracker for us. I promise you. He wasn't playing inspired basketball.
I respectfully disagree. Bro, please no. Dennis Schroeder, that would kill my eyes, bro. I would absolutely kill.
No, you know what? The last time, bro, we played him in the wrong role. He's not a starter. But if you bring a guy like that who can pick up full court off the bench, I'm with it.
Here's how my thing is this though. You have LeBron, you got Luka, you got Austin Reeves. I don't need any more ball handlers. We good on that end, and also we above the mid level, so that's not gonna work. My thing is, I just want hella like if you can give me another big, you trade for a starting guard, then I'm thrilled. But like I don't think this team needs any more guys who need the ball because Dennis Schroeder. He's good in a situation like Brooklyn where he can handle the ball, where he can run the offense. And he's also not a good shooter. He's not good off the catch.
Wait, I think you're mistaken. I think you think I want Dennis Schroeder to handle the ball, which I don't. I think do you think I care about his scoring? I don't. I want Dennis Schroeder just to focus on defense. If he hits wide open shots, so be it. If he doesn't, so be it. But he can come in here, pick up full court. He's an absolute dog. He'll make big plays for you in the playoffs, and he'll come off the bench. He won't close games. Reeves, Luka, LeBron, Vando, Finney, and Ingram. Those are the guys that are going to be closing the games. That's a 6-man rotation. But he'll definitely give us some spark off the bench. I wouldn't mind him, but he's not my priority. I'm open, bro, to that 15 final roster spot. You got to stay open-minded because it could be who you least expect, brother. It could be.
I'd prefer like wings personally. I just like
Yeah.
it's like also man, like I just want like guy. I think he's a good player, but I just don't think he's a good fit. I personally prefer like hell. I prefer Gabe low key as far as just he's a better defender. I just think Dennis. I mean, he can do little things like pesky shit, but he's not like he gets cooked a lot on defense because he's small, he's undersized, not the best shooter. But
As a starter, off the bench, he could be lethal, bro. I promise you. As a
I just
starter,
don't think, and I also don't think that he'd want that role, man, because I
oh
don't
no,
think
no,
he
no, no.
wants that role.
For the Lakers, bro, to play with Luka, LeBron, and to compete for a title, a lot of guys are gonna want that role. I promise. They're gonna put the ego to the side. What would you prefer if you were Dennis Schroeder? Would you prefer to rot in Utah and be at the bottom, or compete with the Lakers and be at the top? Right?
Yeah, I honestly don't know if he even wants to play the league just because of how many like how many stops he's been, bro. I just think he mentally cooked at this point, man. I
Yeah, but
feel bad.
I don't think the Jazz traded for him to hold on to him. I think they either want a second round pick for him from somebody, or they just want they're gonna I don't know what they're gonna do with him, but they shouldn't hold on to
Yeah,
him.
I'm
Shit.
I'm I hope anybody else personally. That's just
Yeah,
me. I
fair enough.
disagree, but
Fair
nah,
enough.
I'm thrilled on the trade though.
Yes, sir, brother. Hey, man, enjoy the night, brother. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you always. My guy, man, Shan on the ones and twos. Randolph said, bro, who was the last caller? He needs a reality check. He just had a different opinion. I mean, it was a real different opinion. Like, it was out of this world different opinion. But, everybody to each his own, man. I do appreciate you, though, Randolph. How you doing, bro? Hopefully, I know you're excited, brother. I know you are excited. David says, hey, Dan, I've been watching Mark Williams since he's been a Duke. He said he's a tailor-made for the Lakers right now. He is a dog. Me too, man. I've been a big Mark Williams fan. I just never imagined that they would give up on him that easily. You know what I mean? I never imagined. All right, let's bring in. Ooh, my little bro has entered the chat. Mr. WSN himself is in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? I had to hop on, bro. I had to
Appreciate you,
hop
man.
on. I
How you
had to hop
feel?
on. Bro, I'm excited. Man, we were just on the call talking about the future. Now, Rob Pelinka said we're going to do both. We're going to do this year. We're going to do next year. We're going to do adult. Like, this man, he moves in silence. I'm done doubting him. I told you about it. I'm done doubting this man. And then now he picked up Robert Williams after picking up Luca. Bro, like, he picked up Luca and he said, I'm not done. I'm not done. So I'm excited, bro. I'm just excited for Saturday.
I don't think he could have had a better trade deadline than this, to be honest with you. I've
Mm-mm.
never seen a single GM have a better trade deadline than this in the world. Matter of fact, this might be better than 90% of the summers I've seen in my life from any GM have. You know what I'm saying? You get a 25-year-old phenom, you get a two-way big man, young at 23. So you essentially got two franchises to give up young beasts at a young age for first round picks and an up and comer. But I don't know what to say, bro. I'm happy. And now also the underrated part of this trade is we offload an extra roster slot, which means guess what? Bio market. Who would you like to see, man, on the bio market for our Lakers, bro? I know you know ball. Talk to me,
Hey,
man.
I completely disagree with that last caller. People got to stop disrespecting Dennis Shooter, bro. We're talking about number one. I was gonna say I wanted a veteran, anyways, right? Like I wanted
Right.
somebody who is tough-minded, who is pesky, who is not afraid to get in there when things are getting tough, and that's Dennis Shooter. Okay, when we had Dennis Shooter, there were times where we needed him to bail us out, and he has. When we were in the playing game, he's the one that hit that corner three, right? When
Mhm.
LeBron passed him, and what are players so afraid to do? When LeBron passes him the ball in tough situations, players oftentimes they get so scared, but he was not scared. He hit that shot. And we do need more ball handlers other than Luka Doncic. Because reality, like if we're being realistic, LeBron's going to be playing a lot of off ball, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be Austin and Luka on the ball, but we also need Dennis Shooter. If we're going to start Austin Reeves, then we definitely need Dennis Shooter off the bench, orchestrating the offense. It's
Yeah.
not like I would love to have Dennis Shooter. That's the one man, and they definitely did not deal him to Utah so he could stay there. He's definitely not thinking about staying there.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Look, I'm curious because again, I would love Dennis. I would love Torrey Craig. Heck, I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but I would take a flyer on Ben Simmons. He loves LeBron as well. He's a big guy who can defend, who can pass, and who can rebound. We don't need him to shoot, all right? But obviously, he's not priority list. I would much prefer somebody who can score and do a little bit of everything because if we're going to space the floor, we want to have that. But look, at this point, we can't get picky, man. Anybody we get who adds valuable minutes, whether it's 5 or 10 off the bench, is going to be valuable, right? So, I wouldn't mind Dennis. I wouldn't mind Torrey Craig. I wouldn't mind Ben Simmons. There's a couple of pieces that just come to mind. But I don't want to really talk too much about it because, again, Rob Pelinka is a shark. Who knows who gets bought out right after the trade deadline? And then there goes Rob picking him up, right? So I can see somebody under the radar that we're not even talking about that maybe we can come up on, man, and we'll go from there, man. But I think tonight, WSN, it is a major W, man. I mean, come on, bro. Trade deadline, amazing.
I never even had it. Like, he was never even on my, like, I didn't even think there was ever an opportunity to even get him. Like, that never crossed my mind. And if you guys have seen the man play, he is tall, he is lengthy. Like, he doesn't even jump and he throws it back down. And that's exactly what Luka needed. Like, he needs that, bro. That pick and roll with him, you know what I mean? Or if Luka's to miss a shot, he's gonna put it back up and in. Like, bro, like, I think he's got the longest wingspan in the NBA, no? He's got a very long wingspan.
Yeah, they said he had the longest wingspan, longer than Wemby. So come on now, like, that is pretty dope, man. I mean,
and I've seen people hate on it, and I've seen people hate on the trade. I'm like, I think people just don't know who he is. I think people have just not seen him play in Charlotte. But this man is he's a beast. He is a beast, and he's only 23 years old. We got a 25-year-old and a 23-year-old. We're talking about the future and present. Like,
I really didn't think he was even in the market, but that's what I love about Rob. I'm starting to realize that most of the trades we get with Rob or free agent signings are going to be stuff we never saw coming, which I love. I love surprises. Who doesn't? This is a wonderful surprise. WSN, bro. We will be seated and we will be tuned in for Saturday, bro, because that is when probably both of our players make their debut in purple and gold, man. What is one thing that you want to see from Luka, his first debut game, man, that I think we can look forward to?
I want, because one thing is the stupid reason why they traded him, right, was because he's 270 pounds or whatever the hell they said he was, right? And they said they don't think he could be that guy going into the future. I want my man to come in and take every single shot he could take. I want that man to come out there saying, you know what, y'all made the biggest mistake in the world, and I want that man to go for 60. I want him to have the whole point is the mentality, right? To show the whole world, y'all really traded arguably a guy that could have ended up being a top 10 NBA player of all time. Like, you ended up trading that to the Lakers, and you didn't even let me know. I want that man to come out and show exactly why they made the biggest mistake of all time. And that's what I want to see out of Luka. And Luka is the type of guy, he's not like a Kevin Durant, right? He's not like a Kyrie, a guy that just thinks about scoring. He's a man that gets everybody involved. He gets all his teammates involved. He's a guy that can single-handedly take your team somewhere. So I just can't wait for that debut, man. I'm just excited, bro. And I think I'm gonna go to the game. I think I'm gonna buy tickets, bro. I think I'm gonna go.
That's what's up, my guy. Hey, man, enjoy the game. Bring home that victory. And what a better game to debut Luka than something where we're not playing a tough opponent anyways. So they can just go out there and have a good time and kind of feel each other out. I think that's going to be a beautiful thing. My guy, WSM, man, thank you for blessing us with your presence once again, my guy. And we'll talk soon, all right?
Yes, sir, bro. Thank you for having me on.
Always, brother. Always a pleasure. Talk to you soon.
You too.
All right, man. Shout out to my guy. I love his positivity, man. That's that little bro right there. That's little bro. All right, before I take another caller, let's answer some comments in the comment section to see. John Williams says, why did we trade Drummond? We should have kept him. Well, the thing about Drummond, he just, for whatever reason, he didn't fit in well with AD. They didn't play well off of each other. Drummond looked a lot better when he was with other teams after we traded him, the big penguin or whatever. But all in all, I'll say that, man, I didn't like the fit with Drummond for whatever reason. Maybe he wasn't made for the limelights here or whatever it was. But yeah, I just didn't like it at all. And it was okay that the Lakers moved on from that, but we never upgraded from it at all, right? We never upgraded, and that is unfortunate, Let's see. We can't get Dennis. Well, if we can't get Dennis, that's fine. I'm not really focused on a specific name. I'm just throwing out names into the wind right now. But I think it'll be more clear once the buyout market starts to happen. We start seeing names that nobody expected. All of a sudden, who knows if Chris Middleton becomes available? Who knows if whoever, right? Chris Duarte is pretty decent. He's pretty decent. I do like him. Since he got drafted, he was a little bit of an older player and he started performing right away. Since then, he's been a journeyman, but I wouldn't mind him either. Mo Bamba as a third stringer center, I wouldn't mind him either. That's another good piece. Again, I can't get picky because I'm happy with the way we kind of rounded out the roster. We gave up most of our assets. So much to the delusion of some people, we can no longer trade major trades. It's not going to happen. We're not going to land major pieces. We can get some minor pieces here and there, so that is key right there. But okay, we'll go with that. Let's see. D Free says the issue with Drummond addition is that it caused a rift in the locker room because he made Montrez a bench warmer and took Mark starting spot, and Mark and AD were super good that year together. I just think Mark was a year too late for us, man. I really do. I like Mark's passing. It was sensational when he was here. And obviously he could space the floor, but it just felt like he was just a little too flat-footed, similar to DeAndre Jordan. None of those two guys to me were starters. So I think Drummond rightfully started, but it just never clicked. For whatever the reason was, it just never clicked, and that's unfortunate. He said, did you get your Luka jersey? Go get it. No, I haven't got my paycheck yet, man. So until I get YouTube only pays us once a month, man. And same thing with my sponsorships and everybody else who keeps the lights on. So it pays me once a month. So because of that, I have not been able to buy my Luka jersey, but hopefully it's not sold out. I'm sure they'll print some more. They'll be printing them year round. I mean, it's the biggest. I'll eventually land it. No worries, y'all. I'm very excited though, because most importantly, man, this man is about to make his debut on Saturday. And I'll be honest, I'm going into this game. I just want to enjoy good basketball and get a win. I'm not having any expectations for Luka Doncic, but I just want to see us get a win and them to have fun out there, move the rock. If Luka does so happen to go off, which he's very capable at any moment, then I'll be over the moon. And that post game is going to be popping. All right. Let's bring in the next caller. Is it the Lake Show Flow? What's up, man?
What up, Dan?
How you doing, Lake Show Flow?
I'm good, bro. I was actually I sent you my pod on Twitter.
That's you. That's right, my guy.
Yeah,
Eric,
bro.
right? Eric?
No, Gio, bro.
Oh, Gio. Okay, my bad. Somebody else in the pod. Somebody else
get a lot of DMs, bro.
No, you good. Gio, that's right. I did listen to a part of it, but I've been busy today. I'll listen to the rest.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, man? Talk to me.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to keep up myself with all this stuff, man. This was like a huge trade. I feel like it's kind of underrated because a lot of people just don't know who Mark Williams is. It's a smaller market, and he's 23, and I believe that's actually younger than Connect, right?
Did Connect turn 24? You might be right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and then Connect, yeah. So I'm just thinking, damn, this was a trade. Like you always say, Rob makes those moves we don't see coming. We would have never thought in a million years we get Luka, and then we get this guy. We weren't even talking about him. We're talking about all Steven Adams and Valanciunas and these slow-footed, but they would still help the team. But now we get a 23-year-old guy that even I heard JJ Redick was actually mentoring him at Duke. So there's so many elements to this trade to love, and I feel like there's a connection with Connect. Obviously, well, that's an ironic play on words, but
I like it.
Yeah, people loved him. I loved him. But as a rookie coming in, you're always going to get loved and embraced. And I think the gravity of the trade is not going to hit people until they realize how good this young guy is. And he's catching lobs. And he could basically do most of what we lost with AD except for shoot. And that could always be a little bit worked on. So, you never know. He's only 23. I feel like there's a lot of untapped potential there.
Well, one thing I'll say about AD is that, there's levels to this. AD is a Hall of Famer. Mark Williams has a long way to go, man. But he is young. You're right about that. And I've always been a huge fan of his. I really thought when they traded, I forgot the name of the other center they traded to Nick Richards. When they traded Nick Richards to the Phoenix Suns, I said, oh, man, Mark Williams is going to ball out. And he was. He was putting up 30s and 20s and 20 games and, 2, 3, 4 block games. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they got a bright future with LaMelo, with Mark, with, everybody they got over there.
Yeah, I would have never expected them trading him. I saw his stats just from some January games, and just in that month alone, just crazy. He was either putting up 20 points or 15 boards. You give whatever you want, but he was just doing his thing. But I just think I heard that Luka, when he was talking to the Lakers brass, he expressed exactly what he wanted in a big, and they just went out and got it, and it helps Luka's timeline, and it definitely helps the timeline right now, and we're on our way, bro. I feel like it's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I'm ecstatic, bro. I couldn't have imagined. This is like a 2K type trade deadline, like the type of stuff you do in video games, bro. Even then, sometimes it gets rejected. So it's a blessing, man.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was telling my brother because they're always complaining when we do these leagues online, and I'm always building a super team. They're like, "You always get these damn trades, and your team's unstoppable." I was like, I told my brother, "This is like a team I would build right here. I would probably draft Luka because we do fantasy drafts, and
Yeah.
somehow I'd end up with Mark Williams as my center and another star next to them."
Let me tell you something, bro. Earlier, I did one of those fantasy leagues, and I did it on playback TV. And even I was having trouble making trades because it's so tough with the CBA and everything, man. So this is, I think, a better job than I've seen in my life for any front office to do in a trade deadline in the history of sports, not just in the NBA. It's not every day you get a generational talent in the trade deadline. Usually, if you get an all-star, it's either an all-star that's disgruntled or somebody who's on the way out, so they have to trade him in order not to lose him for nothing, or somebody who, they didn't think it was that good, and then later on he flourishes, kind of like the way the Mavericks didn't re-sign Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Right? So this was unprecedented, and I've seen every podcast pick it up, including mine, and just talk it to oblivion because it's worth it. And if you have a podcast, which you do, brother, you already sent me a clip, milk it, brother, because these are things people are going to remember forever. This is a trade that it's going to be one of those. Where were you when Pau Gasol was traded to the Lakers? Where were you when Chris Paul was traded to the Lakers? Where were you when Luka Doncic was traded to the Lakers? This is one of those.
Yeah, it's monumental. And I think something Rob proved was, like, even though he might not have the best relationships across the entire league, you look at the connection that he had, with Nico, and then now with Mitch Kupchak, he has history with the Lakers. So you never know that you just got to know a few. You got to have a few good relationships, and sometimes they pay off. And now look what we got. So
it's a beautiful thing, my brother. Are you gonna go to a game soon?
Oh yeah, bro, I have to, man. As soon as my Luka jersey comes in, I'm going to a damn game.
Let's get it, brother. I'll see you there, hopefully, man. Thank you so much for calling in. You want to go ahead and shout out your podcast, bro, since you're here?
Yeah, it's called The Lake Show Flow. I usually have a co-host, so it's The Lake Show Flow with Gio and Joe. But yeah, man, if you guys could check it out, I got 2 new videos because of the trades happening and Luka's press conference, and now I got to record another one. So
there you go. Hey, man. Well, enjoy it, brother, and keep grinding, and sky's the limit, man. Thank you so much for the phone call, all right?
Thank you for having me, bro. You have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too. This guy's awesome. Really humble, man. He hit me up earlier. I almost forgot because I do get a lot of DMs. But yeah, man, shout out to him. Go check him out, Lake Show Flow, man. We want to consume all the content when it comes to this Laker basketball stuff, man. Also, go check out my brother D Free and my good friend Trevor Lane on the Basketball Bulletin, right? I think I said it right this time, D Free. I be tapping in from time to time. They definitely know what they're talking about. And it's always a pleasure getting the opinions of these high IQ basketball minds. So go check them out. Let's see. D Free says, big move for Rob to get Luka a center now instead of in the offseason. May really make Luka happy, and you need to do that because he's got the contract coming up. I have no doubt we're going to make him happy. We're going to compete for titles, and he's going to re-sign. There's no way that somebody that has, somebody that has lost over $100 million is going to give up his bird rights and lose even more money to go elsewhere when you got the greatest city in the world right here, man. The greatest basketball city, the wonderful weather, beautiful people, and just so much history. I think Luka knows exactly where he landed. Remember, he grew up a Kobe Bryant fan. He looked up to LeBron. He's the right guy. He's the next guy in line. And I don't know about you guys. There was plenty of clips of him. Mavericks fans were saying he looks sad and he's going to go back. Hate to break it to y'all Mavericks fans, but you're better off switching this way than him switching that way ever again. I don't think he'll ever even look in that direction after what your front office did to him. All right, let's see here. Final comment, my guy Just Reese says, also got to think of this from a perspective of Luka is seeing that Rob is making moves for him, and this is going to be a deciding factor on Luka signing that extension. Absolutely. But one thing we do to our stars is we appease our stars. AD, LeBron, Kobe Bryant, all of the real superstars signed that extension, right? And this is just another awesome opportunity for the Lakers to capitalize on a mega star. And guys, I will be covering it from end to end. Even though the Lakers, I feel like we're done making trades. I feel like this was the last one. You never know. I will have a trade deadline special tomorrow at 10 a.m. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button. Major shout out to Prize Picks. You guys know the promo code is up on the screen. Tap in, guys, with my promo code DTLF. And also major shout out to everybody who contributed, man, whether it was a super chat, a like, or like my brother D Free, man, a membership. I do appreciate you guys, man. And I got you guys covered from end to end. It's going to wrap it up for me. My voice is about to go, guys. I probably put in a cool 10 hours of work today overall. And I'm not even talking just on the live stream, just overall. Okay, we was on playback too. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Lakers are back, baby, and we're coming for that title. I will see you guys real soon, all right? Enjoy. Hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.